Good evening. The microphone's a little high for me, so I hope you can hear me. I'm a little short. I'm Vicki Dooley. I'm the Director of Guidance here at Covington High School. Prior to that, I taught at Allegheny. I taught chemistry, taught some of the folks that are sitting here in front of us. After I left Allegheny, I went to Lord Botetourt High School, and I was Director of Guidance at LB for a number of years. Spent about 13 years there, so I have some experience in different school systems and different ways of doing things. My take on coming to Covington is that we are one of the hidden gems here in the Allegheny Highlands. We have a really good thing here, and I don't want to see us lose that. Covington has spent years assembling a really strong faculty, prioritizing the needs of students, and prioritizing the ability to hire good, qualified teachers to teach those students. I hear in the community that there's some thought given to how we're going to equalize salaries, and that perhaps Covington teachers will just forego steps or raises or anything else while you gradually raise the salary of Allegheny teachers. Let me say, having been employed by Allegheny for a number of years, I'm all for those folks getting raises, but not at the expense of my coworkers here at Covington. You've made investments in your faculty here. We are trained in various curricula. We have reading specialists trained in fusion reading. We have elementary teachers trained in different areas. If you think that you will be able to leave our salaries static while you raise the salaries gradually of Allegheny faculty, you will lose some of those good teachers, and you will lose the money that you've already invested in their training, in the professional development that you've provided, in the conferences you've sent them to. All of those things will be gone if you lose those teachers. Covington for years has run their school system in a very lean, very financially responsible way. If you look at our central office, we run that central office in our school system with two people who are not essentially administrative assistants. Mrs. Sneed Johnson is not only our superintendent, she is very hands-on with that, and she hands-on supervises special education here at the high school. Dr. Shannon Furman is not only our Director of Instruction, she also runs technology for Covington City Schools. Many of us wear more than one hat. That's what's made it possible for Covington to survive the years that it has, with the finances that it has, in the position that it has. I don't see that in our neighbors down the road, and let me say up front, I'm an Allegheny County resident. My nephew lives with me, and for years, he went to Allegheny County schools. I chose to bring him to Covington High School this year, not just because it simplified my mornings, but because I thought it was the best opportunity for his education. I'm an Allegheny supporter in a lot of ways, but I want what's best for my child, and I want what's best for the school system that I currently work for. And I don't see that right now in what I'm hearing about consolidation. There's nothing that has come out of this that makes me think that we're going to be more responsive to the needs of Covington City students and Covington City parents. We work in a school division that has a 40% economically disadvantaged rate. If we join with a larger school system, my fear is that we're going to be less responsive, less able to help our children, less able to handle our students and their needs. We do some incredibly exceptional things here in Covington, and I don't want to see that lost. When I look at Allegheny down the road, I see things like they employ as many administrators in their front office at Allegheny High School as when I was a kid there and they had 1,200 students. I don't think they have been as physically responsible. When those positions have been emptied, they have continued to rehire people for those positions. You say that you're going to reduce positions through attrition. You haven't reduced positions in the Allegheny school system so far through attrition, and yet I hear that Allegheny is up against a wall for money, and they're worried about the composite index not being as low as it was for when they first joined with Clifton Forge. I think that at this point, I would like to hear what you're going to do for Covington City students that is going to benefit them. And as a county taxpayer, I'd like to see how you're going to be more responsible with the money that we're already giving you in Allegheny County to help the Allegheny County students. I don't feel like it's a taxpayer, I've seen that.